He got blood all over him. Like, see, what had happened was he jumped into the wood chipper. I swear.
He goes and tags trips and he just falls in the wood chipper.
He's like trying to pull him out. It's like too far gone, dude. Just let the machine jam.
Yep. Yeah, and then the thing jam, and that's when the cop shows up. Hello, welcome to Seen It All. This month we are celebrating Halloween. So this week's movie we did is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Now, before we start talking about this movie, Amber, I just want you to know that this movie actually did really well with audiences and critics. 86% Rotten Tomato percent, so really high up there with the critics. And then 85% with the viewers, critics and viewers are both at around 85, 86. So it's a close match there. So it's a fan favorite. So just letting you know. Let's talk about Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Came out in 2010, 2011. It's a horror comedy. That is my favorite genre right now. I love horror comedies. And then, if you don't know, it's about two hillbillies out that they finally got their dream vacation house, and they went to the woods to rebuild it and make it better looking. Um, and then they run into some ignorant college students that mistake them for a pair of murderers. And then hijinks begins. So that's where the best parts of the movie start. I'm too scared to even bring it up with you because I already feel like this is not your cup of tea. But let's start it out. That one line though, you have a favorite line or in a favorite line in this movie that you liked.
So the one that kind of turned it around for me, where I was like, oh, okay, maybe I like this a little bit, was when he's like, I don't even like fishing. When they're going back and forth and like, oh well, this was like the worst vacation ever, blah blah blah. And he's like, well, I mean, I really didn't want to come anyway. I was just trying to spend time with my bro, and it all got ruined. I'm just here to support you, and you're kind of being a jerk.
Yeah, and he's like, "You hurt me. That really hurts."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like, you don't like fishing.
Yeah.
For
How about
me,
you? What was yours?
the best line is when everything's happening, and then what do you call it? Tucker and Dale are talking about what just happened, and what if a police come? They were practicing that quote of "Heidi Ho officer." We have a duty of a day.
Yeah.
The students been killing themselves in our property, and
Yeah.
then he's like, "Oh, you know how stupid that sounds." And then the officer shows up, and he uses that line. Well, it's the officer. Yeah, I just thought it was like,
He
oh.
got blood all over him. Like, see, what had happened was he jumped into the wood chipper. I swear.
Yeah. So talking about the suicide there, what was your favorite death scene?
The one where I actually kind of chuckled was when Tucker's like cutting all I think it was wood or something. I forgot what he was cutting with the chainsaw. Oh yeah, the stump, and then he goes into the beehive, and they're
Yeah,
just like chasing him, and he's like, ah, ah, and then like the slow mo of him running past the skinny little kid, and the kid's like, what the hell?
yeah,
Like I mean, I didn't like how the kid died because like, okay, whatever. But that whole scene I thought was funny that led up to that death. But I guess the funniest death scene for me would probably be where that girl got her face whacked off.
oh yeah, in the
Yeah,
cabin.
just because it was so dumb. The guy's like, "Ah," and then she's just like, ah. It's like, okay, you guys, like, everything is going so wrong.
Well,
How about
to
you?
me, there's that scene that you're talking about where they're doing that slow running, and then with the beehive. What I love about that is that Dale and Tucker don't even realize the kid is dead until like the middle of the movie or towards the end of the movie, like when
Yeah.
they're like, "Whoa, this kid's dead here!" Like, wake
Yeah.
up! And they have like so many scenes like next to that kid, and like
Mhm.
that crack me up. But for me, it's always going to be that wood chipper, that the college student just sitting behind the tree, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna take my opportunity to attack," and then he goes and attacks, trips, and he just falls in the wood chipper.
He's like trying to pull him out. It's like too far gone, dude. Just let the machine jam.
You know, yeah, and then the thing jam, and that's when the cop shows up, and they're like
Mhm.
with the body, and they're like, "Oh, hello, officer."
Yeah. I
Uh,
did think it was funny though that they didn't realize that they were in a murderer's house.
yeah,
Like all the clues, the newspaper clippings, like that scene I did really like where they walk in, they're like, what the heck? This person sure liked newspapers. And then, ooh, free corn dogs doesn't
yeah,
expire or whatever.
yeah. It's not. It doesn't. There's no expiration date.
Yeah.
That was.
They're like, yeah, best vacation home ever. I guess another quote I like that I didn't mention before is like when they roll up to the cabin, like, oh, talking about, oh, I put all my money into this, I hope it looks good. You roll up, and anyone else would be like, oh, that's creepy. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's perfect. It's a mansion in here. It's like freaking parts of like mandibles and like teeth just hanging from the
Yeah.
little thing. I'm like,
Um, but speaking of like that whole scenes and everything, do you think there was any plot holes in this movie?
I mean, just I just thought it was that whole kind of like Naked Gun type of like no one realizes who the bad person is. They're all really the bad person or all the good person. Um yeah, I guess I would have liked if they had instead of just the ominous like no one goes up there. It's the worst place ever. Why are you going there? It's like it would have been more of like, that's where these murders occurred. No one has gone back since. Like I
Yeah.
think that kind of intro would have been better, but given the whole comedy and kind of loopholes in the script itself, it kind of follows that pattern.
Yeah. Agreed. For me, the only like plot hole is because they were doing a lot of horror genre stuff. Is at the end where it was like the body was missing. The reporter, she was like, "Oh yeah, there was and we have a dead
Oh
body,
yeah.
body missing." So since they're doing that horror tropes, I thought that at the end that bad guy was gonna come back to life and attack them, but it never happened. So I was like, "Oh wow, okay, okay." So I
Never
mean,
happened.
right, but I mean, I would like that, just because the type of movie it is and doesn't take itself too seriously and it's doing making fun of
Yeah.
the trope. Yeah, I think that would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been nice if it's like, "Hey, by the way, remember this really big important thing that we showed you in the beginning?"
Yeah.
Like, boom. And they only showed them again when they were, like, interviewing outside of the house.
Yeah. Uh,
Then I was like, "Oh, yeah, there's that chick again."
I love that whole beginning joke of her always falling and knocking herself out.
Yeah,
And his present was a helmet.
that was funny. I didn't get, though, because 'cause I'm like, why did that hillbilly at the end attack the other girl?
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, because 'cause I'm like, "Wait, is he one of those hillbilly types?" Or, like, I don't know, I didn't get the point of it.
Mm. Yeah. No, I got it. Because he came out of nowhere and then he's just like dragging her body. Yeah, I was like, what the
Yeah, and I'm like, Wait, what?"
That's funny. Would you recast?
Unless
Sorry. What?
unless because he wasn't the guy, right?
No.
Okay,
Would you
well, then never
recast
mind.
anybody in this movie?
The main jock guy.
What? He did his job.
Yeah, I couldn't stand him. He reminded me of that one guy from the Hannah Montana show. The really annoying yeah, and so I just couldn't get past it.
No. I just thought every scene that he did was like when he was doing something like mean and awful and like ready, like you're like, oh man, he's like, I was like, oh
His inhaler?
yeah, I was like, oh man. I mean, the only
That's
one I would maybe was the girlfriend. I think she was a little, I don't know, like most of the scenes she was just passed out, so like it's really hard, like,
yeah,
but I think it's her just because like that her building that relationship with was it Tucker?
Dale.
Dale? Was it Dale? Oh, with Dale, I think it was sometimes it was a little push because she didn't emotionally show that connection, but
She
it's
did
also
not.
a comedy, yeah. It's also a comedy, so but
Yeah.
that's the only one I think it'd just be her. But I would I don't know. I don't think that you'd be able to find another comedic actors that would pull it off either. I think that's tough to do with that type of movie.
Yeah, and then and a big name would be so out of place in that,
Yeah.
you know?
um, so what'd you think? Give me the vibe check. What'd you think?
Well, I did fall asleep halfway
That's on
through.
you. That's not on the movie. That's on you.
And but I did appreciate that it was only an hour and 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, this is like the perfect amount for the type of movie it is. Like any longer would have been no thank you. Like my husband loves the movie. He thinks it's hilarious, but he also loves like every Naked Gun movie. And I think I just don't like that type of comedy. But for that type of comedy, it was a good movie. Like they did really well to make sure that you remembered that this guy was kind of a deep and like but he had this really quirky side where he had that
Yeah.
foot or that memory that came in handy, and he was an overall good person. Like when that jock I didn't like, when he found the chamomile tea, I was like, oh my god. I was like, they're gonna incorporate it, and then he's all
Yeah.
like, oh, it'll just put him into a little bit of anaphylactic shock, but he'll be okay. Like still worrying about him, like not
Yeah.
wanting to kill him. And then I thought it was really funny when he, like, turned around because these jock college kids were calling the hillbillies freak, and then finally when, like, the hillbillies, like, "Go get those freaks," and he, like, goes out with a nail gun and he's like, "Imma go get 'em." Um, so I like I it passed the vibe check, in that sense that they did a good job of kind of reminding you that these guys are just, they're trying to enjoy their lives, and these kids are like juiced up on who knows what the hell. So yeah, good on the vibe check. If you're in the mood for that kind of movie.
Yeah. For me too, the vibe checks there. I love that it has all the tropes. You have the black guy, black girl, and you have the ditzy girl, and then they do drugs and you're gonna die. And so they have all the good tropes. And then everything to me was just hilarious. Just because nobody understood what was happening. There was no
Yeah.
communication, So, and then I like that they did have a twist in the middle when they're all drinking tea. you know,
Yeah.
uh, in the barn. They're all just like angry, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, he's like." 20 years ago. Oh, you don't have to go back. Like, you
I
don't have
know.
to go back that far. We're just talking about now. It's like,
Yeah.
no, it's part of this.
Yeah, but neither one of them talked about actually what's going on.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, "Wait, what?"
And then like I just love the whole things about like how everything that's happened, like the college kids mm, didn't understand and they thought it was bad things. So again, when they were drinking tea inside and
Stockholm
that
syndrome too.
yeah, the Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. But the kids, they're looking, it's like they're drinking tea. They told me that after 15 minutes, if they don't come out, they're in trouble. So this is the trick. So that's when he
Yeah.
gets the lawn ornament thing, and then he goes blazing in. And that's when he cuts that girl's face when he trips.
Yeah.
So it's always just like so overly done. It cracks me up. But no,
Yeah.
hit the mic check. I think that the only thing that romance could have been better, but I think it's tough to do that romance in this type of movie, where
Yeah.
really credible. But to me, it was good,
Yeah.
man. It was really good. Um, was there like a scene stealer? That's something that popped out that you like? You were like, oh man, or actor or actress in there that you liked that popped? That was
I mean, I really liked who they cast as Dale.
yeah.
And, like, I really liked that when they tried to show, like, that he was a good guy and he has this kind heart. I don't know if you noticed, but, like, his eyes seemed bluer. Like, they
Um,
made sure to, like, illuminate his face a little more. Like, especially when he's, like, going into that barn and he's all, like, the welding mask and everything, like, he looks all tough, and then she's like, "Ah!" He's like, "No, no, it's me. I want her to look intimidating." Did it work? So I really liked the Dale character.
See, for
How
me, it
about you?
was the officer. He was just straight face the whole time. Not and the way he played it just cracks me up, especially when like they get pulled over and officer just like
Oh my gosh.
and they'll stuck.
Looking
And
like
then
he's giving him a blowy.
yeah, and then he gets up and his shirt just rips off.
Rips off.
The officer's just like
He's all winded because he couldn't get up either. He's all and then he's like, "Hey, that was weird, wasn't it?"
yeah, so I used to straight face cop. It just cracked me up, and then just the way he overacted when the beam went to his face, you know,
Yeah.
and he's trying to call back up, and he's got this all these nails coming out of his face, and just overacting. He's like, man, this cop
Yeah.
is awesome. I really appreciate him. Um, is there any deleted scenes or anything you wish that they removed from that movie?
Um, I don't know. I don't know that anything would have added or taken away from it, you know? I don't know. I think it was fine how it was.
Same here. I think that everything it was paced. It was really done and paced
Yeah.
well. It was just really good. So I don't think that you needed to really take out or do anything else to it.
It throw off the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because the whole vibe was there. So no,
Mhm.
I agree with you. I think that this one of those movies that you wouldn't want to change anything on there.
Yeah.
And then for uh we call it you want to cue it or screw it.
I think if I were a couple drinks in and relaxed and the kid was down for bed, I'd cue it. Wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't the worst thing I've seen.
I say cute. Everybody loves a good horror comedy. I think it's one of the best up there, like top five for me. Evil Dead 2 is always going to be one of my favorites there, but uh, top five. Maybe we should do that one. Did you ever see Evil Dead 3? No, so that's even better.
Is it
That's
zombies
good.
though?
That one's more about demon, but
Oh,
chasing
okay.
zombies,
'Cause I
so.
hate watching things with zombies in it. Hate. Like, that is, like, like, if you rank things whatever to 1 being the best, it will always be the bottom one.
Gee,
I
um,
know. I don't know why.
okay. There's a few zombie movies I will watch. So would you survive this or would you not?
You know, I don't know who I'd be in this damn movie. I'm like, I definitely wouldn't be skinny dipping because gross. Especially, like, you don't know what kind of water you're jumping into, like, I
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Maybe I'd be one of the hillbillies. I'd be like, "I'm just trying to live."
That's true. You could be that little kid just in the beginning of the movie trying to pump water from the well. That's it.
Yeah,
I would not survive, man. I would be in the middle of the woods. I'm like, I don't need to be here. I need to get out. So
yeah.
yeah, I would not survive that. I'd be too scared. I wouldn't even be talking to Dale Tucker. I'd be like, get the car, get the car. So
You'd be the one that got speared running from the bees.
yeah, but I know it's a short movie. But overall, what did you think about? I know you said that's not your favorite. So what made it not your favorite, or what? I know you said you liked. We heard throughout the what you liked, but what didn't you like that it wasn't, a fan favorite?
I think it's just that type of comedy I don't like.
Mm,
Like, I've tried watching Airplane, I've tried watching, Top Naked Gun, I've tried watching, all those kinds of movies, like, even Money Pit is kind of, somewhat of the same comedy, not really, but like that. I don't know, I can't get into it. Death Becomes Her is, like, the closest I'll get to that kinda comedy.
okay.
Oh, and my husband loves it. He can watch Naked Gun over and over and over and over and over again and laugh every single time.
Is this his first time watching this movie, or has he seen
Oh,
it
no.
before?
He's seen it many times before.
That's
Yeah, so
funny.
he was happy. He's like, "Oh, that's a good movie." I'm thinking, "Oh, if you like it, uh-oh."
That's funny. But yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it. What you could. It was, to me, it was a great movie. I think it was the tropes, like I said, that was there. The hillbilly aspect cracks me up, and I just think that uh, mm, they didn't do like the haunted house, which I was really happy about. It was more physical action stuff, so I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that. And then I guess I was since and they were doing tropes, I always thought like the main bad guy would like escape jail and they would have come in there and they would have blamed every all the murders on him, but that never happened, which is good.
Yeah.
Like I said, that twist uh in the towards the end of the movie was really good. I really
Yeah.
liked that. And then but I like that they all got the girl at the end. Uh
Mhm.
and then uh, one of the other lines that I like that I forgot to mention is when Tucker in the ground, his fingers are missing, and he was hurt, and then he's like, "It's a trap, Dale. It's a trap." And then he just keeps walking. He's like,
Yeah.
"What?" And then boom, the trap comes out, and it's a big
Yeah.
stick that comes right after Dale. And then he's
Yeah.
like, this is the first time I'll ever say this. I am happy I am not
Nah.
welcome.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good
I thought
line.
that was funny, yeah, and he's all, "Alright, let's go." And then that's the thing that the next kid kills himself on?
Yeah. So I don't know. The movie's classic. Again, uh, the viewers liked it. The call movie reviewers also liked it. The critics liked it. So
Yeah.
this movie doesn't get the love and attention that it should get, so that's why I chose this movie to be on here because it definitely deserves some recognition, some love. So,
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate that they went deeper and, like, actually paid attention, to how their characters came across. Because 'cause I'm used to, like, horror comedies being like Scary Movie
um,
would, or 2, stuff like that, like the weigh-ins type of stuff.
yeah,
So and that stuff is just like watching a toddler run around, you know? So I did appreciate that in this movie, they really built upon their characters within it, like, as it went along, like, this whole time, Tucker, even though he's, like, this jerk, to his friend Dale and blah, 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 like, he's still really easygoing, like,
yeah,
he got his fingers cut off and all he can think of was like, "Man, I'm never going on vacation again, like, this sucks."
yeah,
And then
and
and then even at the end when he's like, "Hey, how," Dale's like, "Hey, how you feeling," like, in the hospital bed? He's like, "I feel high on drug or on, prescription drugs or whatever," and then looks at his finger, he's like,
yeah,
"I don't remember it looking like this," like, instead of like, "What the heck?" Like, he's just, you
um,
realize even though he's a jerk, he's not the greatest friend, like, he's still a chill person. So I appreciated that in it, that it
Yeah.
wasn't just silly, "Oh."
No. Oh yeah. The only other thing that maybe I missed it, is that the dog disappeared after a certain time. Like they saved the dog, and then you never hear back from the dog again. Like
Oh,
when they're
yeah, I might have
drinking,
fallen asleep during that part, like,
uh,
when
like when they're drinking tea in the barn, the dog's no longer there. It's like, where did the dog go? Yeah, but besides that, the little small things. Again, it was a shorter movie, which I really enjoyed because it kept the pace going and it was great. But yeah, so next movie should be my brother's choice. So hopefully he decides on a good one. But yeah, right now we're growing. So again, thank you for all the viewers to
Thank
write
you.
our reviews. Again, leave comments. Let us know what we missed in the movie or what you liked about Tucker and Dale in the comments. I know it's a French, was it Chef's Kiss? Chef's Kiss movie right
French
there.
kiss.
Chef's Kiss, French Kiss, whatever. But yeah, no, it was a really good movie. And again, we want you guys to participate. So follow us, like us. We are on YouTube, Twitch. Uh, Instagram, TikTok. So come on over, leave us some feedback. We'd love to hear from you guys. And then pretty soon we're gonna start doing more and more of live uh, uh, recordings. So let us know what you guys think. Anything we could add. And again, we can't make this happen without you guys. So thank you so much. And
Thank
until next
you.
time. Uh, see you for our next treat Halloween movie. Jump into comedy. So maybe we should get a horror or keep the comedy horror keep going. So we'll decide. My brother will decide. So thank you guys. Have a great day and enjoy your football games. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, movie fans, this is Seen It All, where every week we pick a film, break it down, and have some laughs while we're at it.